Welcome back, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're back with more Final Fantasy VII. Holy crap. Yeah, this has just kind of been the norm this week, is that we're back into regular schedule and we can actually get crap done. Holy crap. But it's cool still, isn't it? So I hope everybody's had an awesome couple of weeks since we've been able to do Final Fantasy VII. And then also, happy Thursday. I hope your week has been treating you well. For me, it's just been busy, and part of that is just because I'm still battling a damn infection. And, oh, look! So I told people this was going to happen. You eventually do pass out and end up back at the Gaea Cliffs. This is kind of what I wanted so that we can advance in the story. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay. And yes, I'm still going to be coughing here and there just because that's my lot in life. And that's what you have to deal with. But we now no longer have to wander around the damn, crap, what's this, not Icicle Inn, the Great Glacier. We don't have to wander around it anymore. We can actually advance into the Gaea Cliffs. And you actually caught, so I started up this schedule at a really awkward time because people have been kind of noticing in the videos that have gone up this week, I don't have a couch behind me anymore. Yeah, we're actually going to be upgrading the Drak and Shadow couch, and that's going to be coming in next week. But till then, we needed to get the couch out, move it, and properly clean it. So people might be wondering why there is degrees on the screen. It's pretty much what Mr. Halsoff, I think that's his last name, Halsoff said, is you need to keep yourself above a certain temperature or you will instantly pass out, and in this case, you will go backwards. You will go back to his cabin, and you'll have to do all of this over again. And it's not too hard. All you got to do is if you go below a certain temperature, just press or constantly press the square button, and it's just like you jog in place and you increase your temperature. And thankfully, you don't have to do it the entire time because you will come across these little caves that you don't have to do it in here. It's at least warm enough that Cloud doesn't have an issue. Yay. And this is actually some of the prettier parts of the game. I will just admit that right now.
Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so happy.
So yeah, like I said, I hope everybody's having a good week and also has had a good time in break. Thankfully, we are back to regular schedule, but with regular schedule comes its same constraints. There will be podcast breaks here and there just to get things caught up and going with the podcasts. And I don't think I've announced this anywhere on the channel, but the next podcast week is going to be next week. So at that point, sorry guys, we are going to be taking that. And the main reason we're going to be taking that next week is because A, I got to get this couch put in and everything going for that. And it's going to be a big week for the Geek News podcast at the very least, because we are going to be doing some special events for Infinity War. Because that's that following Friday, Avengers Infinity War is going to be releasing, and you guys can look forward to there won't be a regularly scheduled podcast. Instead, it's going to go through to the weekend where we will be doing a Geek News group review of Avengers Infinity War, as well as the next episode of Why We Geek, which is going to be the May episode, is based around the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we'll have the same panel. So we're going to have lots of that stuff going on. I do also have some other work-related stuff that I actually need to take care of in that time. So, unfortunately, I decided let's scrap the whole week, and I will just start up the following week, and we'll get back to a regular schedule. Well, we're technically back to a regular schedule as far as I'm concerned, but at least I've been able to give you guys something to tide you over. And I've been able to get you a lot of somethings. Tale of Drakfu's back, Dungeons and Drakfu's are back, Final Fantasy's back, King's Quest is back, as well as Diablo is back. So Diablo fans rejoice. Diablo 2 is back. It's not necessarily with the Drakromancer, but it is still with someone that I think you will find equally helpful. and that is the Drak Barb. Because that's the way it goes. And I have to kill more and more of these guys because they've just decided to come in and make my life all kinds of heck. What the heck is wrong with you? Boom! Kill them. Kill them, take their things. There we go. And of course, I'm in the middle of an infection, so like my nose is freaking stuffed up. Here's hoping you guys don't mind this, but in case, I will also edit this out. Such is the nature of having an infection, is you occasionally have to blow your nose. Because that's always fun. And I'm sure you guys wanted to know that. I'll probably edit it out, so you guys don't have to hear my big honker go off. Yeah, I'm trying to think, are there any Final Fantasy things I need to go over on... I've kind of given the channel update, because you guys are already getting... You've gotten Tale of Drakfu and Dungeons of Drakfu's. Diablo is going to be actually rescheduled to Friday, so you guys, Diablo fans, you can check it out on Friday morning. Because I try and, when I pre-schedule this stuff, I try to get it out, like, by midnight that day, so everybody in every time zone can get full access to it. It's weird, because I actually have seen that I have a few subscribers in places like Australia, so I do try to accommodate everybody. And it just so happens that the Australian people get it first. So, good on you, Australian people. US people, you get it as soon as you wake up in the morning. Wherever you are. So that works out for you. But I have changed the day for Diablo. So Diablo fans, you are going to have to wait one more day. And that's just going to be what happens from here on in, until we finish Diablo 2. Which I'm hoping will be soon. We're going to make our trek to Diablo and see how well I fare. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Any Final Fantasy news that has happened since the absence? Aside from, I think, 15 on PC has happened since then. Nothing major. Nothing major that comes to mind. Dissidia's out, and that review will be coming out very soon, I hope. Not hope. I will make it happen. Oh, and we're back to another gauntlet of climbing. Now, the more segments that we get of this, the actual more choice that we will get in the process. So that'll also be an interesting thing that we go through. Climbing the Gaea Cliffs. Actually, it would have been great if we had some announcements of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but they've been kind of quiet on that. So I don't know where that project is. I actually have seen some people very worried that development hell is where Final Fantasy VII Remake is because of Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if I necessarily buy that. I think there is still an active team that's working on it. I just think they're trying to get Kingdom Hearts 3 out as quick as they possibly can. And speaking of, there is a little bit of Kingdom Hearts news that I can go over. There's been some worlds. There's been some trailers. In particular, the most recent trailer that came out is the Classic Games trailer. And if you guys don't mind, I have a little bit of a beef on that. And my beef is very much I don't like the gameplay of Tiger games, or Game & Watch games are fine, but that trailer reminded me more of Tiger games than anything else, and the trauma that comes with that. So I'm not excited for the classic games. This was actually the rumored Giant Land that we heard about for so long, and I'm not happy about that. Really not happy about that. Just playing Tiger games again just kind of puts me into a post-traumatic stress again. They're so frustrating. Oh, and this room's actually very complicated. You guys will see in a second. Ooh, let's go ahead and grab that elixir. And we actually do have a save point up here that I don't think we have access to. I think I'm going to go back and check just to be safe. Yeah, it's just a good idea. When you come across a save point, you use it. So, yeah, I'm not interested in the Tiger Kingdoms. I hope it's just a side quest, and, well, part of me hopes that it's just for people who want to play it. but more than likely there will be some rare weapon, rare material that will be locked behind it. And that means you have to do it. And I'm going to go through post-traumatic stress, especially on the channel, when eventually we get to Kingdom Hearts 3 and we have to get that for whatever weapon we're trying to get. Oh, woe is me. That would suck. But yeah, aside from that, not really any major Final Fantasy-related news. Well, some people actually did ask me my thoughts on the Steam release of Chrono Trigger. My first thoughts were don't get it, because I didn't get it personally, but I heard there were lots of problems with the Steam release. I think they fixed some of it, but not all of it. Oh, and here's the Marlboro. You guys might remember these guys from previous Final Fantasy games, in particular 5 and 6. They now have a 3D model, and it's pretty nasty, and it's not helpful in the slightest. Because it still has that bad breath ability, which basically gives you every stinking status ailment in the game, aside from maybe a few, and that makes it so I can't run away. Now, fun fact, if you had the enemy skill materia in this fight, you would then get bad breath. And that would be glorious for you, but you'd have to endure what came after. Which is this. You're sleeped, you're toaded, you're poisoned, everything is going against you, while the Marlboro just kind of sits there and hammers away. It's like that one Jigglypuff in Pokemon that just constantly sings, or that Zubat who constantly supersonics. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately, so that might be why I'm giving you guys some Pokemon references. And I already know some diehard Final Fantasy fans like, stick to Final Fantasy! You need to talk about Final Fantasy! Well, I do technically kind of treat this as my own, like, personal journal podcast kind of thing, so no, I don't need to. And you guys haven't complained, so I will continue to do that. Thank you very much. Oh, look, I'm awake. Doesn't really matter. I need to get out of here. And fast. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Thankfully, the status ailments do not follow you out of that battle, because that would be nasty, and frankly, I don't think we have every stinking status ailment removal that we could possibly have. So it's good that they actually don't follow outside of battle in 7. Alright, so people might remember the lower level, the lower floor that we were just barely on. There were 4 holes. All you have to do for these is you'll notice that there's a big icicle in this combat portion.
Okay, Drak, why do we need to notice that?
You need to notice that because your goal is not necessarily the bats, it is the icicle on the battle floor. All you have to do is damage that icicle, and once it sustains enough damage, it will fall, and therefore end the encounter. That gets a little difficult, especially when there are so many bats on the screen, you don't necessarily hit them. You don't have too much of a chance to hit. But this is what will happen, is it starts slowly cracking. That third crack, and victory. I said and victory, and I meant it. There we go. So now we're going to see this one fall, and it just clogs up one of the holes in the lower floor. Jump down to the room below? No. You'll get the option after you clear all 4 of them, but you also want to get the chests that are in this room too. You know, those things that have been glowing off in the distance that I haven't done anything with the one that's nearby. What the heck is wrong with me? I had a chest right in front of me, and I didn't grab it. Oh, screw you and your ultrasound. I don't even need my magic to take care of you. And of course, since Cloud has counterattack materia, he will counterattack as many times as he so wishes. This is also another thing that you have to get used to, is if you don't do enough damage, the icicle will retaliate with additional icicles dropping on you. That's 2. Ding! There you go, 3. And it's broke. all the better for us. And eventually, when you get the right one, it will open up the path forward. I don't remember which one that is, but there you go. Jump down to the room below? No. But now I'm going to go back and grab the chest. And it is the fire armlet, so that's helpful. And more icicles. This is going to be fun, right? You get to deal with more icicle talk from me. Which is not fun because it's not fun seeing icicles and snow. I've actually been dealing with that, and it's late April. We had some freak snowstorms happen the last couple of days, and made it pretty cold. And when it gets cold, I don't necessarily complain, but my wife and daughter do. And I kind of have to deal with that in the meantime. And it's not like I don't feel for them. You know, they should be able to start getting warmed up at this point. But then that snowstorm hits and they're like, oh no. Like, it's okay. We'll get through it. It's not like we haven't dealt with snow for the last couple of months. That's the way it goes. Icicle number 3 is now down. Jump down to the room below? No. And final icicle, and then we'll grab the other one, or the other chests on the other side. Wow, I picked the wrong time to return because I was kind of hoping we'd get some dialogue this episode. Nope. Which means I have to kind of run my voice out and try and find stuff to talk about. I wish I could say that a lot of stuff has been happening and you guys could follow up on it, but a lot of that stuff is kind of openly announced. Because Drak Reviews is up and running, and in fact, I got an awesome situation that happened around that, which was that the reviewer of the game, Team Disaster, the ones who gave me the review code, actually decided to feature that review on their website, so you guys can check that out. I have the tweet somewhere, so I'll make sure to link it in one of the pages, so you guys can check that out. So that's an awesome thing that happened, and all 4 icicles have been taken care of. So jump down to the room below? No. Grab the chest? Yes. Last elixir. Probably want that. And I think all you gotta do is just walk out, walk back in. Yeah, just walk out, walk back in, and then jump down to the room below? Yes. Yay! Oh, crap. Cloud broke his leg. No, that's not how it works, people. So you can see all of the holes have been filled, which does give us access to another chest. So I believe you can go, it's like 2 or 3 icicles in, and you get the one that helps you move forward. You don't have to get the one with the chest, but you want to get the one with the chest because loot. Why would you turn down loot? I'll tell you who would turn down loot, people who hate loot. And I don't understand people who hate loot, because it helps you move forward in the game. Speed source, so ultimately not worth it, but hey, you can still do it. And I showed you, so now I've saved you the trouble. Now all you need to do is go 2 or 3 in, and then you have what you need. There we go. So all we gotta do is follow all of the icicles. Boom. And we can move forward now. Back out into the snowy, cold Gaea Cliffs. Oh, but cool. You get this. Enhanced Sword. That is a helpful one. Especially if you want materia growth. Because I don't think it's actually powerful than what we have right now. But it does have increased materia growth. We will want that. Yay, more battles. What the crap? You almost forget that in a Final Fantasy game, you're kind of a battle magnet. Especially when I haven't... Like, I've been working on Final Fantasy VII, but not necessarily recording parts. I've actually been working to get a lot of bonus footage or additional footage so that I can continue to put out these post-commentary parts. So I can tell you that we're a good distance into this game. You guys will see all of that very soon. Oh! Obviously on a weekly basis. Oh, come on. No, I don't even want to deal with the extreme bomber. Don't even do that to me.
Just leave me alone. I just want to get to the next cave. Is that so much to ask?
Apparently is. There we go. And random encounter. No, nope. Actually, no. Thankfully, I don't think we have too much left until we get to the next area. The real reason why we're climbing all of these cliffs, which I don't want to spoil. So now we have even more choices to be able to go. And I think you can get some rewards if you go the right path. But I have done this as a kid and not worried about the rewards, just got up there and as quick as we possibly can. So you can choose to do that too. But it's just more mountain climbing. Welcome back to mountain climbing on Drak's Let's Plays. Especially Final Fantasy Let's Plays. Woohoo! Let's get our temperature up. I think when you start blinking is when you start to notice that you have temperature issues. You need to start taking care of it. But you'll also notice our temperature is dropping a lot more rapidly than it was before. And I just barely realized, yeah, that's kind of a loop. We don't want to go backwards, we want to go forwards. So, up we go again. Yeah, I think if you take that longer route, then it's not a death sentence. You know, you can do it quick, but it's meant to make you drop your temperature a little bit and get a little concerned. There we go. Keep going up. It's okay, Cloud. We're almost there. Almost there. And there is the last cave area that we will have to deal with. Thankfully, it's pretty straightforward. And we do get a save point, so that's even more helpful. Yay! Go ahead and save. You can do it, Drak. The only thing you can't do this time is think of inventive stuff to talk about. Probably because I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, that's gonna be the reason. Oh. Well, one of the Black Cloaks is here. And it pissed something off. That's not good. I love it. Red's figured it out. Tifa and Cloud are just like, where? So you get to face off against a two-headed monster. I was gonna say three-headed. I thought it was three-headed. But that's not gonna matter much because I saved my Meteor Rain for it, which means lots of damage. You pretty much guarantee at this point. If this didn't kill it, then that will. So you can actually kill the heads one at a time, and the way that you know that you killed a head is it has a special kamikaze-based attack. As you can see, one is based in fire magic, one is based in ice. Like, but it was blue fire. It's ice. Oh, now you can see the Alexander summon.
Yay!
I do like Alexander. And he is the only one that does holy damage. Doesn't really matter much, but it's still cool. Oh, and this is the kamikaze attack. And one head is dead. Hey, cool, you get full run of the body. Oh, wait, you're dead too. I guess you don't get full run of the body, now do ya? Oh, that sucks for you. Bye-bye. The funniest thing is, as a kid, that fight was a lot harder. Probably because I wasn't grinding. And therefore making my characters virtual wrecking balls. Because I like doing that. Ew. Kitties! That will now die. A horrible death. And I don't even care. But unfortunately, we are coming to that time once again. So when we come back, either next week or the following week, we will continue on in the Gaea Cliffs. We'll see you then.